I'm calling it. 2024 is the year of the journal, and I said what I said, but hello, welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I posted a long form one. This is my 2024 bullet journal setup, so let's just get right into it. Okay, so I had every intention to do the whole fancy editing, nice setup, and whatnot, but basically I posted a video of me making my first bullet journal spread on TikTok, and it didn't go viral, but it went semi-viral or whatever, and a lot of people were saying they wanted a long form video, so I thought I'm just gonna pump out the editing quickly and try to get this done. I edited this in a day, so if it's a bit scratchy, that's why. Anyway, so let's get started. Basically, I wanted to kind of write out which pages and spreads I wanted. This video is also gonna be a bit of a rant on why I don't like bullet journaling and why I haven't really done it, and why I'm kind of just switching the format that I'm journaling. You'll understand it if you keep watching. So yeah, let's just talk about kind of these pages that I really want to do and kind of implement in my journal this year. Basically, I'm not an organized person, but I did write a list of kind of these ideas that I had found off of Pinterest or TikTok or wherever I had come across them, and basically it was a cover page, a goals page, a concerts page, books, films, travel, work / health. My journal format this year is going to be a bit different. I kind of want to go with that junk journal sort of vibe, just making spreads and pages as I want to and as I like throughout the year. I used to be one of those girls who had a super organized journal. I would write habit trackers and the whole 9 yards, and it just made me more stressed out. I would maybe be consistent for a week and then just stop writing in it in general, and so that whole organized thing, it does work for some people, and if that's your vibe, all the power to you, but it isn't for me, and so I just wanted to keep it pretty simple. I initially wasn't even going to put out this video because I thought that my journal spreads weren't cool enough and I didn't really make enough pages, but I thought, if this encourages somebody to just start, because I know journaling and making a bullet journal and the whole thing is so intimidating, right? You've got this blank page, you've got 100 blank pages, not even just one, and you're supposed to put your whole life and all your memories into there. It's very intimidating. And so my advice for you is just start, and that sounds so corny, but just make your cover page. If you take any inspiration from this video, just start a journal, and even if you never finish it, just do it. It's cool, it's fun, and you really can't go wrong. I mean, you're gonna be better off than before. If you watch this video and you didn't have a journal, and then you make one, you're better off than you were before. But talking about the actual journal spread that I have here, it is inspired by Pinterest, per usual. Pinterest is the best place to find inspiration, in my opinion. I love it, and I just kind of wrote 2024 in these block letters, and then I did these outlined block letters on the outside 2024's outside words. Would it be considered a word if it's just made up of numbers? Probably not. But yeah, you can see here, I'm struggling. I'm should I overlap this little stroke here? And I just kind of cut it off. It looked a bit wonky, but that's the thing. 2024, we are embracing wonky looking art. I'm done with making perfect art. I'm done with making sure everything's symmetrical. Just make the art, and wonky looks cool sometimes. So yeah, welcome to my TED Talk about that. I have a lot of thoughts on that. Let me know if you'd like me to make a video kind of just talking about my opinions towards my old art and perfectionism and the whole, yeah. Anyway, this is how it turned out. I'm just erasing the pencil marks, which I did not do a good enough job on. I got a lot of comments on TikTok being erase the pencil marks, and I was okay, I will do, I promise I will do. Also, I was attempting to film that said TikTok while I was filming this video, and so multitasking. It's been a while since I've made a video, it did not go great. Not even gonna lie, I have no idea what I'm saying. It's midnight right now as I'm recording this, but I just thought a voiceover might be a bit cooler than just a bunch of music. But yeah, this spread was pretty self-explanatory. If you're gonna make a cover page, just make it fun, make it cool, and yeah, just make it the way you want to make it. Alrighty, moving along to the next page. It is the goals page. I'm not a New Year's resolution type of person. I used to be, and then I would just get overwhelmed and stressed, and then at the end of the year, if I didn't achieve my resolutions, I felt like a failure. And I know resolutions work for some people, but for me, I would rather just be here are some things that I would like to achieve, aka a goal, but I don't have to achieve them. And so that's kind of the vibe with this goals page. I just wanted it to be some things, and I also wanted to put in some really, really unattainable goals, which are okay, this would be cool, but at the end of the day, I probably am not going to accomplish it, just so if I don't accomplish a few of them, I'm not going to feel as bad, right? Like, I hope you get what I'm trying to say. For the font, I just kind of went in with this block letter type of font thing. I've been using it in a lot of my content lately and a lot of my art, and I really like it. It's just fun, it's basic, it's kind of chunky, it's cool, it's funky, and it gets the job done. I can't really do outline letters because I don't know how to actually draw block letters. Also, why the heck is my camera so unfocused right now? Wow. That is, that's great. We got a nice artistic out of focus shot. I apologize for that. Okay, we're back. But I can't draw like freehand block letters, so I always just write out the word in my normal writing and then just add the kind of the 2 lines, like the little outline over top, and then I just fill it in. Or like you saw on the previous one, I just use a pencil to kind of write the outline, and then I just, not the outline, it's technically an outline, I guess, the sketch, and then I fill it in with pen afterwards. So little life hack for you. In terms of talking about specific goals that I have this year, I thought I would give you some of mine just so you have an example, maybe some inspiration. One of my goals is to just make more art, like, consistently. And art doesn't necessarily apply to like painting or drawing or sketching or lettering or journaling, like that physical art, but if it's doing photography, if it's doing videography, if it's crocheting, if it's making jewelry, if it's making music. I'm trying to learn how to produce, not like to put out or anything, because I can't sing and I can't make music, but it's fun, and it's always so rewarding and cool to like learn new things. And so that's one of my goals, just fall back into those old hobbies that I used to have as a kid and just make art, like make cool art, even if it looks bad and it sucks, like whatever, it's still fun to make. Another goal that I have this year is to simply live more, and that is so vague, but it basically means just like last year. I'll give you an example. I was very much kind of caught up into work and my business and making progress and all that kind of stuff. I was very serious minded in that sense, which is good, and it's good to kind of be dedicated to something you're passionate about and make progress and whatnot. But at the same time, I felt very disconnected from not only just like my social life, but like my family and my friends and that whole vibe. And so this year I kind of just want to focus on living in the moment and enjoying life, because I feel like 2023 just kind of passed me by, and I have these like work milestones to kind of celebrate or remember it by, but I don't really have any experiences. And so whether that's, going on a hike or going on a trip, or I really want to try like traveling a bit more, or one of my favorite things that I don't do very often is just like going on little excursions in my own city, just pretending I'm a tourist, going to like a vintage store or going to a cafe and going and walking around, and I don't know, just enjoying the moment. And also another one of my goals is take more photos, because I took a lot of photos in like my art or like my staged like photo shoots, because I've been pursuing photography, which actually kind of leads me into the next subject or the next tracker I wanted to make. This one is pretty niche. It's just something I've seen a lot over Pinterest and like TikTok and whatnot. It's just a concert tracker, and it's something that I've kind of gotten into the last year. I also do like a lot of concert photography, and so I'm able to kind of go to more shows than I would if I didn't have those opportunities. And so I kind of just wanted to like track those things that I've seen, because I think one of the things that just brings me so much joy is live music, and it's something I definitely want to do a lot more this year. And yeah, I just think it's such a fun and cool thing. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, definitely make a little tracker so that you can kind of keep track of stuff. That sounds very lame, but yeah, it's called tracker for a reason. Not even gonna lie, there is really nothing to explain about this one. Basically this entire video and this whole setup or whatnot is very bare and minimalistic, because I want to add things in as I go. I'm not the type of person who wants to like set up everything and have a completely full like journal and then just add like tiny little details. I kind of want to have this blank canvas and then decorate it as I go along, and so that's why it's looking a bit bare right now. And this is such a tangent that is kind of related but kind of not related. I used to want to be a minimalistic, like clean girl so badly. I would just kind of reject all of my natural, like, I love color. I've always loved color. I had like a hideous turquoise room as a child, and I just didn't like lean into that side. So this year I want to just embrace that, you know? How nice. Moving on, reading. Oh, reading. I've had a very interesting experience in terms of reading and books and whatnot. I used to be such a reader as a kid, and then I got into like middle school, high school, and I just like kind of fell off of that. And I think this year I read like 3 books in 2023, which is it's really bad, and it makes me like kind of sad because reading used to be such a huge part of my life. And I do think it's so beneficial. Like, I think my vocabulary has genuinely gone down. When I was in high school, I would have like teachers and students always be like, oh, your vocabulary is so good. Nah, 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 nah. And I feel like it's because I read so much. And then now I feel like my vocabulary is from like TikTok and Instagram and like the random people I interact with in my day-to-day life. And so, yeah, I just want to implement reading more into my life, my routine. And if you have any book recommendations, please let me know. In terms of genre, I don't really know. I kind of like I said, I haven't read literally anything in the past year, so I'm kind of open to anything. Just drop your favorite book in the comments. It's such a YouTuber-y thing to say, like, I've dropped it in the comments, but that's what I would love you to do. It would really help me out because also I did make a Goodreads account, but I don't think I'm going to give out like the username or anything because it's probably not going to be very updated or exciting. And as you can see here, like, it's just, this spread is not very exciting. I don't know, this video, like I said in the beginning, I wasn't going to put it out because it just didn't seem cool enough, but I don't know, I hope this can just be sort of a ramble while I set up the bare bones of this journal. Because I think journaling can be very intimidating, making art can be intimidating, all these kinds of things, right? They're very intimidating, they're kind of scary. But even though I've been doing this for years and like I'm literally make videos about like journaling and art and lettering and all this kinds of stuff, like I've been doing it and I've been practicing for a long time, I still have no clue what I'm doing and I get so intimidated whenever there's a blank page. So yeah, I wanted to make this video as like a ramble. It's going on very long, and this is the thing, like I just kind of put all the footage in and I was like gonna cut it up and, you know, make it all polished and whatever, but that just does not seem to be what's happening today. Let's actually talk about something cool because everybody's gonna be like, this is so boring, I'm gonna get off the video. Okay, so these are my journaling intentions, like what my plan is to do with this journal, because as you've seen, we don't have a whole lot to work with here. I just want to make like cool pages. Like I want every single page to be something different. I want to use stickers. I want to use like random like tickets, like not like speeding tickets or like parking tickets, but like concert tickets or like movie tickets or something, and kind of like put them in there, and just like pictures. And like I want to start shooting film. It's something I've been putting off for a long time, but I did get a film camera recently and I want to like print out photos and, you know, Instax or Polaroid camera photos, kind of put those in there, just all those little things. And I think it's called a junk journal on Pinterest, but that's kind of the vibe I'm going for. I think for so long I was so like all or nothing when it came to journaling or having a bullet journal. I was like, if it's not perfectly organized and, you know, it doesn't look amazing, then I'm not going to do it at all. But this year I'm just kind of releasing that pressure from myself and being like, hey, let's make a journal that looks cool. And yeah, welcome to my rant, or thanks for watching my rant. I mean, if you like this video, you know, subscribe, do the whole thing, and leave a comment, say something cool. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.